super grateful for him and how he's just done a lot of good leadership in my life. And this morning you're going to see in the message we're talking about discipling and raising up leaders, and he's one of those that has done that in me, and I'm real grateful. Look, this morning is as Tyler said, it's going to be a really big service. I couldn't really say that to first service because this one's going to be a little bit different. You're going to see at the end, and I'm going to keep talking about it, and so just stay. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be good. But we are commissioning 4 graduates this morning. We're sending them off to fulfill the mission that God has given them. We're going to do so in a really big way. And so in light of that, I wanted to have Hunter come up here and share some things on his heart regarding his time in student ministry. And I've told him this before, but I want to tell you guys publicly, having someone like Hunter and several others who are just rocks in our student ministry makes the transition of a new youth pastor so much easier. So when I came 2 years ago, he was already seen as a leader within the youth group, and that has been huge. And I've told him, and I consider God's grace that the Lord saw it fit to have him here in the capacity, serving the way he has been in student ministry while I was here. And so I'm super grateful to have him up here this morning. And so I'm just going to ask him a few questions, and you ready? You good?
Yep.
All right, so just for the sake of information, why don't you go ahead and tell the church how many years or how long have you been involved in children's and student ministry?
I've been involved since I was born. We've been here all my life. But 6th grade was when I started doing Wednesday nights and helping in the back.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I mean, he's been through children's ministry. He's been through student ministry. Man, in a general sense, man, how has the Lord used those two ministries, children and students, just to form your own faith in Him and devotion to Him?
It's definitely really grown my faith the past couple of years, especially my small group, David and Mike, my small group leaders. They've been a really big impact in my life and great peers that I've been able to look up to.
So youth ministry has a lot of different aspects. We do play games, probably not enough in light of the students. No, but we do play games. We have worship, which you're a part of leading. We have a message time, a teaching time, and then we have a small group time. And so you mentioned small group. What does your time in small group look like on a Wednesday night? What is that process? I pray, I'll get into small groups. What does your small group look like?
It's definitely community, having those guys that your same age that have the same struggles or joys that you have. It's really cool to kind of mesh and live life together.
Yeah, dude, that's so good. I couldn't talk high enough of their small group. David and Mike have just done an incredible job, and that group's a solid group. It's a group that's grown, and it's grown largely in part because of Hunter, who has stepped up in leadership and begun to invite other people into his group. It's been really cool because those people went from visitors to regular attenders to people who were inviting others, which is a snapshot of what we're talking about today. So it's been really cool that you've been a leader back there, and then you've transitioned into leadership up here. You've led worship for us back there a few times on our fall retreat, and now you're a part of the worship team for Big Church, as we call it, in the back. And so, I mean, my simple question is this: how has you being able to lead in the back and up here helped equip you and give you confidence to lead in the future with where God's got you going?
I definitely feel super equipped with going into this new stage of college, and the college that I'm going to is starting a swim team this year, so I'm one of the founding members. So it's really cool being able to create that program and kind of be a leader as soon as I step on campus. That's something I'm excited for.
That's awesome, man. Well, look, we're your home church, and in about an hour and a half, or about an hour, we're going to be considered your sending church, the church that sends you off to do what God has called you to do at William Carey and beyond. And so, man, we're super grateful for you. We want to stay in touch. We want to continue to pray for you. So don't be a stranger over here. And man, we look forward to hearing about what God's going to do. And so let's go ahead. Can we give him a round of applause?